Alright, hi guys, and welcome to this video. This is really different from the videos I usually make, and it's basically just a sit down and talk with me because I feel like I need to give you a little bit of an update of what is going on with my travels and my life. And yeah, so I just wanted to take a seat here in my little hostel room with my chai latte and sit and chat for a bit. Because some of you might be more updated on what's going on in my life and some might not. If you follow along on my Instagram, you might have more of an idea of what my plans are, and if you don't follow me there, then maybe a little bit more out of the loop. So I'll fill you in now. So some months ago I posted a Q&A that was basically just a Q&A about Byron and what my plans were. And in there I told that I was going to be leaving Australia and that I would go home, do van life, but I was unsure of what I wanted to do because I love Byron, I love Australia, and I actually kind of wanted to stay longer. I don't know what to do. Should I stay here longer, do my 3 months of farm work, or should I go back and travel in my van? It's also difficult because I have to figure out what I want to do with my life after summer. I just don't know because I love traveling and I love adventuring, and I kind of want to just go with the flow and just keep doing what I'm doing. And I think a lot of time and thought has gone into that idea, and I've been thinking a lot, and some months ago I decided that I wanted to stay in Australia. So I'm obviously not home. Mid-April is over, so I never went home. So I've decided to stay in Australia for another year, which is super exciting. I felt very guilty for staying because I felt like I had to go home. I had to go home and study, and I felt a little bit rushed, mostly by myself. But I felt guilty a little bit because I felt like I was letting down maybe my parents and maybe the expectations I thought I mostly had for myself, but I don't know. I was just feeling like I had to go home and study. But I think I talked to my parents and I had a really nice conversation with my dad, and I was just sitting at the beach watching this beautiful sunset, and I talked with my dad and he was like, "Emma, I know you're not gonna go home. You obviously didn't make any plans for your universities this year. So I know you don't want to go home." And I was like, yeah, you're right. So he kind of said it for me, which was really nice. It made it a little bit easier. And then he also said, "Emma, you're the happiest that I've seen you in so long. This year of traveling, of van life, of Australia has just made you grow so much as a person. I can see how happy you are, and we're all gonna be here when you come home. The family's gonna be here, university's gonna be here, your friends are gonna be here. Nothing will change. So enjoy it now. You don't have any obligations. Enjoy it now and just live your life, So that meant a lot to me, and I talked to my mom and she said the same. So I felt like I had their blessing of staying. So I canceled my flights and had to make a plan, because if I want to stay in Australia for another year, my visa will run out in end November. So that means that I have to extend my visa. I have to do a 2nd year working holiday visa. And for those of you that doesn't know the visa rules, I have to do either 88 days of farm work or 88 days of working in hospitality in Northern Australia to be able to stay here. So I have to be able to show pay slips and proof that I have been working 88 full Australian working days. So I think an Australian work week would be 38 hours. So I have to work 88 full days of 88 days of full-time work here in Australia. So that meant I had to leave Byron, and I love Byron, and that's the main reason that I've decided to stay, is because it feels like home. The people there make it like home, and I love it. But it also meant I had to leave, which was okay for me because I feel like I've been in this Byron bubble for long, and it's good for me to go out and try something else. So I had to make a decision on what to do. I talked to some of my friends, some of my old colleagues, and they said, Emma, like, we were in Port Douglas last year. It was super nice, it's super fun, it's still kind of really beautiful Byron vibes, kind of, with the beautiful scenery. So try and go up there and see if you can find a job in hospitality, so you don't have to go out on a farm in really, really remote Australia in the middle of nowhere to pick mangoes, which is an experience also, and I might end up doing it if I can't find something here. But I booked the tickets to go to Port Douglas. When was it? 19th of May. So it was a bit of a hectic week the week before, because I had to be with all my friends, because sadly some of my friends will not be there when I come back to Byron. Yeah, pretty hectic. I had to do the last shifts of work, say goodbye to my work, say goodbye to a lot of my friends. I had a big birthday coming up because I was turning 23. So I had a lot of plans there to have a brunch in the morning with my friends from Denmark, and then have a big dinner with the friends I have at the hostel I was living at. So there was a lot, and then I had to take the bus to Gold Coast the 18th, the day after, and then the next morning, early morning, I took the flight to Cairns, and then from Cairns to Port Douglas in a shuttle. I have a whole vlog coming up after this of my travels to Port Douglas, so that's exciting. And my two good friends, Agnese and Salome, they decided that they would like to come up with me to Port Douglas to drop me off basically, and say a proper goodbye, which was amazing. It was really nice. But yes, so I just wanted to let you know I'm staying in Australia. I am currently in Port Douglas looking for a job. It's not easy. That's a little bit of a disclaimer. It's difficult. But I hope I can find a job up here. Or else I'll have to look in the area, in other areas, and then see how I go. It's an adventure. I am starting from zero again. Have to make friends, get to know the area. But it's cool, and I learn a lot about myself from these experiences, and sometimes I feel super uncomfortable having to start over, but it's also really fun, and you learn so much, and it's cool. I'm excited that I'm gonna see a lot more of Australia, and my plan is definitely to go back to Byron and to work, but also to take trips and to see more of Australia. So if you guys have any recommendations on where I definitely have to go and what I have to see, please leave it in the comments down below, and give me your recommendations on what to do. Now I have a whole year. I will probably stay until April next year unless I change my mind. But April next year, go back home, be home a bit, do some van life, and then my sister is getting married in Italy next summer, so I'm very excited to be with her and be with the family. But that's in a long time. So yeah, again, there will be a vlog up soon of my travels here, and it was nice sitting down and having a little chat with you with my chai latte. I am excited to hear from you in the comments, and yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day. And if you'd like to follow along on these new upcoming Australian adventures, you can subscribe here, and yeah, please like and comment. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, I'm excited for all of these new adventures, and I don't know what will happen. I'm in Port Douglas right now looking for a job, and I still don't know if I'll stay here or not, but we will see. I'll take you along with me, and yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.